Welcome back to Old Trafford for this Emirates FA Cup 27.
Lindsay, thank you. What a party season they've had here. A super heavyweight former champion bouncing vivaciously off all 12 points of Christmas. Ole Solskjaer and Manchester United.
And part of United side that now receives much more support from midfield with Pereira.
To champion number the 7th. He has played in 3 of the last 4 cup finals. He scored on Tuesday from the bench and now in tune with romantic FA Cup narrative. Few clubs more urgently than them could do with the recuperative powers of this competition. But Jimbeck out of the side with injuries, had a horrible time. Omar Richards, exciting young left full-back. 6 clean sheets and another game against Wigan. Pereira, early and too long for Lukaku. With theirs, Jose, Reading were acquiring theirs. England under-21 caps to his name. Loader, Swift. Manchester United's first offensive set-piece. Flicked in by Young and won by Jones and chased by Darmian. Moore. Loader's the chaser. He's quick and willing. Sanchez to run at Yadom. Alexis Sanchez, well enough read by Ilori. Ilori, good win, shoulder to shoulder with Lukaku, who left a bit on him.
Yeah, Lukaku is just trying to make out that it's a 50-50.
By his mentor and former boss, Sir Alex Ferguson, to whom McTominay. Alexis Sanchez! Oh, that was a lovely football from United. And it was only a couple of inches over the bar.
Team in red, the 1- and 2-touch passing.
Away from Dalot, and set for Harrier, and here is Yadom into the Stretford end. Rush of blood.
Been there and done that whilst wearing the number 3 once upon a time, and I also suffer from a nosebleed.
Good challenge from Moore. Played early by Swift, far too early. And Fred, juggled for Mata, Fred! Flag's up. Flag is up.
Yeah, when it's played by Mata. Yeah, and it hasn't come off a Reading foot.
It's a penalty. Foul or what? Mata scores. And Manchester United's first genuine threat turns into Manchester United's first goal. There's a fair bit of meat to pick out of these bones. Sanchez through Yadom.
Just stepped outside the box as well. Yadom, I think he probably had.
Mata. Young. Darmian. Alexis Sanchez. It's a very good tackle from Rich. Away from Pereira. Another one here with Moore. Romelu Lukaku. It's a good smother.
And that's the difference between the two teams, as you would expect.
And here is Danny Loader for Reading. Loader around Romero and too tight.
When it's fed in, he's well onside, Danny Loader. Now you're thinking, hit it. It might just kind of miss the defender who's got back on the line. But
taking on Young. Bounced off Young. And came to Harriet, who's wide.
I mean, I like what I'm seeing in Reading, even the fact that...
And there's Harriet, looking for Swift. Here, Callum Harriet for Reading. Jones robust.
But it should have been an end product.
Alexis Sanchez, what a good retrieval by Rinomhota. Sanchez went in again, and Yakola found the method without handling what might have been deemed a back pass to impede him.
Well, terrific improvisation, really, when he was...
Face to face with Pereira. McCleary's cross, Loader. And there is Yadom! Parried behind by Romero.
Manchester United have the lead, but I think Reading FC have the the credibility. And he seemed to be unsure about which way he was going.
Swift. Sanchez. Lukaku, flag has stayed down, and Romelu Lukaku doubles United's lead. Beautifully taken goal off the back of error by John Swift. Mind, United still had plenty to do, and Lukaku's finish was a truly confident one.
Yeah, John Swift will be obviously annoyed with himself, but watch Lukaku's running, because he made the initial run and the ball didn't come his way, and then he moved inside and went again, and this time it was ideal for him, the little slip through from Alexis Sanchez, and that's what good strikers do.
Well, Reading have given this a right royal rattle, but the true Manchester United come out as they were, and Yaya Dom, who played the first half at right back, is playing at centre-half. But there's McCleary, and there's Loda, and there's Swift, skewing it high.
Well, it looks as if they're just going to try and go out with a bang, come what may, Reading, because they embraced the fact that it was a free hit in the first half.
Fiddle it through for...
Can hit them.
It is John Swift. It's not a bad one. It's very well pouched by Sergio Romero, as it was dipping.
Yeah, well, the last thing Romero would have wanted is that bouncing just in front of him before. Then it brings in.
Fred intervenes. Cleary played it in. Harriet competed. Bounced off Lukaku, hit by Kelly.
Yeah.
It wasn't to be his once-in-a-lifetime moment.
No.
Taking on Richards, bringing it up beyond. And feeding Mata. Sprawling and throwing out a leg.
Oh, brilliant.
Swift. He's had a dip too. And a dip doesn't mean they're not vulnerable. Mata.
Yeah, I can understand.
Juan Mata has done his thing. And so Old Trafford, unmistakable. He's got a lot of green grass ahead of him. Another personal setback for him. Aimed at Lukaku.
He's that quick, he passed it to himself.
Rashford driving away from Rinomhota, who is still Ashley Young. And he's away from Rinomhota. And young for Fellaini, who tried a cute little flick, and perhaps a bit more power would have done the job.
I think the problem for Fellaini, he was kind of stuck under his feet, and because of that, he couldn't get the power behind it.
Alongside Rashford infield, Tahith Chong is beaten to it. Darmian, he's got away from Darmian, and Lukaku! Romero had to sprawl.
Yeah, he didn't really catch it that cleanly either. I'm surprised that at Barrow that he didn't take the responsibility on himself, but...
John Swift's corner, Yaya Dom competing for it. Yaya Dom again. Swift's delivery, Yaya Dom again.